So, here are a few ways that I have found my clients for my business. So, if you guys don't know, my name is Kat and I have a medical billing business called Superior Medical Consulting. I've been in business for going on 2 years now, and it has been such a journey. I think doing this, going on this journey, has given me so much insight on how hard it is, um, just to get that first client, like those that I talk to express when they first get their credential, how hard it is for them to find a job. Getting the client for your business is just as hard. Trust. But there have been a few things that I think I did that kind of helped me along the way. I can give you a little backstory, but I don't think that's what you was asking for. But so I'll just tell you what worked for me and just keep it moving. So the first thing that worked for me in getting the client, I got my very first client through Facebook. I would join Facebook groups that was geared towards new providers in certain specialties. If you follow my channel or follow this page, you know what specialties I specialize in. And so I would target those Facebook groups and target new providers in private practice for those specialties. Once I get accepted in those Facebook groups, I definitely read all the information, try to follow their rules to the best of my ability as far as marketing and how to post and when to post and all that good stuff. But the most interest that I had was questions about billing or coding in those groups. And when I came across a post asking about something that I had expertise in or experience in, I will hop on that post and answer those questions. And I did that relentlessly for hours and hours and hours. That actually helped me to gain my first client pretty much simultaneously for my LLC being approved. So I decided December of 2022 that I was going to go into business. I filed my paperwork for my LLC to get approved. Hopefully, I thought by January 1st. And I had my first client by January 1st. And so I had that client up until I still have that client. But yeah, so I had that client for and only that client for a while. It got really slow and I got really discouraged because I was still going in the Facebook group, still answering questions, and I was booking discovery calls, but they pretty much did not result into like me gaining another client until I joined a mastermind for medical billing business owners. It's basically like a coaching group. It's a year-long coaching group that I'm a part of to help me build my business like the right way. So like help me to get my system and processes in order, to help me to make sure I understand what reports that should be ran, how to run a revenue cycle independently, because it is a lot different than working a 9 to 5 when you have your own business and you're responsible for the revenue cycle, the complete revenue cycle of providers. You don't have that structure that your job provides. You have to create that structure. So I am in a group that is helping me to navigate that, helping me to get everything up and running so that I can eventually expand my business to, hire other billers and coders and whatnot. But within that group, uh, because there are other billers, they also have opportunities, discovery calls and whatnot, however they doing their marketing. And so we network. And sometimes if they have a discovery call that isn't a great fit for them, they will refer them to other billers, namely in this group because we do work closely together. And so I got my second client that way. There was a biller that had a discovery call. It did not work out for them. They recommended that I meet with this potential client, and we met, and I landed that client that way. Another way that I landed a client was also through social media, and that was just by me posting, answering questions and just generally posting. So, posting information that I know about coding, posting little tips and tricks about billing, posting on, TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. I post on all those platforms. And there was a provider that had been following me for some time, getting, I guess, to know me and to know my content. And they hit me up in my inbox and asked that I have a website. And of course, I sent them over the website. We scheduled a discovery call, and I got the contract that way. Another way that I got a client was through YouTube. So I also have a YouTube channel that I post to, and I get quite a bit of discovery calls through YouTube actually. But yeah, when I on YouTube, I make videos answering specific questions or talking about specific codes. And of course, my link is in the bio or somewhere on my YouTube channel. And they, schedule a discovery call that way. And it was through YouTube. And I always ask each client that post or that book a discovery call, how did they find me? And those were the ways that they told me that they found me through YouTube, through Facebook, through Instagram, and through networking with other billers. So those are the ways that my experience in finding clients. In 2025 and beyond, I am going to implement other ways to find clients, and I will share those if you're interested, especially if I'm successful. But there are so many ways that you can just market yourself to find clients. At the beginning stage of my business, because I didn't have revenue, a marketing budget per se, I used a free route, and my free route was social media. I knew that I can potentially, be in front of hundreds of potential clients' faces, through the power of social media. I leverage my videos to as many social media platforms as possible, and they've all paid off. Even though, I don't have tons of clients, I have enough to say that I'm in business and that I am helping out the revenue cycles of, my clients. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for social media for being able to do that for me, and getting myself out there in a way that is cost effective for my business, but also it helps me to, to be more comfortable pitching to clients about what it is that I do and how I can help them. And it also lets them get to see a little bit of my personality, because a lot of my clients are not in the same state that I'm in. And so I don't get to meet them in person. They we meet each other through video and chats and things like that. So by me having my social media presence, they get to see a little bit of my personality and still feel like they know a bit about me before we go into business together. So yeah, that's been my experience. If you, I think you are a business too as well, healthcare reimbursement specialist. Um, if you don't mind, share with me how you got your clients and how your marketing efforts is going.